This is Teacher Abdulaziz. Today we are going to study a topic from mathematics, and the topic is variation. So variation is divided into four. We have four types of variation. We have direct variation. We have inverse variation. We have joint variation and partial variation. But today we are going to look at the first two, which is direct and inverse variation. And this topic will help you in in mathematics, physics, and chemistry. Yeah, because it's related to so many laws in physics and also chemistry. So, like I said, today's topic is variation. So, for direct variation, it's very simple. What is direct variation? For example, before we move to the topic, I'm going to tell you something. This is sign of proportion. This is what is called sign of proportion. And for direct variation, let me use person as an example. Let's say the money paid for certain material is directly proportional to the demand. For this statement, I said the money paid for certain material is directly proportional to the demand. How can you put this? How can you put this in mathematical terms? We have the money is M. M is directly proportional. This is kind of direct proportional. The money paid for certain material is directly proportional to the demand. And the first letter here is D. Sometimes they will bring letter to you. They will not say it's D or L. It depends on what the letter they give. But in this case, it's only demand. You just choose the letter D. Direct proportion to D. Even though I don't want to put it in statement, I will just write it like this. M is directly proportional to D. So, please, who can now tell me this one? Who can tell me? Together?
K is directly proportional to Q.
Again?
K is directly proportional to Q.
K is directly proportional to Q. This K can be anything. Now, okay, if I now say, what is this?
P is directly proportional to A.
Again?
P is directly proportional to A.
P is directly proportional to H. But in the case where you see 1 over, this is P, 1 over H. In this case, it's not direct proportional again. It's inversely proportional. By the time you see 1 over the letter, it's inversely proportional. P is inversely proportional to H. P is inversely proportional to H. Now, how can you say this one?
G is inversely proportional to
P. I believe we know how to now translate the word problem into variation sign. Now, okay, for example 1, let's use let's solve some examples on direct variation and inverse variation. So example 1. Given that G is directly proportional to T and G is equal to 100, T is equal to 50, find G when T is equal to 60. It's very simple, right? Given that G is directly proportional to T and G is equal to 100, T is equal to 50, find G when T is equal to 60. It's very, very simple. What do you do? Say solution. Given that this is what is given to you, G is directly proportional to what? T. The first thing you should do is to what? Remove the sign of what? Proportionality and put what? Constant of proportionality. That's the first thing you should do, whether it is direct variation or what? Inverse variation. That is the first thing, the first step. Now you now say G is equal to, you introduce what? Constant of proportionality, which is K, then what? T. Please, immediately you what indicate what K, you open bracket, say where K is the constant of proportionality. This equation is very, very important for us. Okay, now we have what? G to be what? 100 and what? T to be what? 50. So we have to what? Use these two values to find what? Constant of proportionality. So we have the equation as G is equal to KT. What is our G here? 100. That is 100 is equal to K times, what is our T? 50. We have to find our what? K. By dividing both sides by what? Quotient of what? K is 50, 50, right? 50 cancelled 50. We left with what? Eh? Again? K is equal to 0 cancel 0. 10 divided by 5, 2. Which means the constant of proportionality is what? 2. Then after that, we have, let's say what? Find G, which means G is what? Unknown. Find G, that is G is equal to what? Unknown. When what? When T is equal to what? When T is equal to 60. The next thing you have to what? Invoke this one like G is equal to what? KT. What is our G? Unknown. G is equal to, what is our K? 2 times, what is T? 60. If you multiply it, you have what? 120, which means our final answer is what? 120. Please, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Any question? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, let's move to the second example. A car. Okay, let me see. Given that P is directly proportional to Q and P is equal to 30, comma, Q is equal to 300. A, find the law connecting P and Q. B, find P when Q is equal to 50. C, find Q when P is equal to 600. You see, the question is now what? Somehow what? Increased, right? The first one we just what? Solve one part of it, but now the question has what? Connected. So the given that P is directly proportional to Q and P is equal to 30 when Q is equal to what? 300. These two values is given to you to find what? K, because you always find constant of what? Proportionality first. So the first question is what? Find the law connecting P and Q. B, find P when Q is equal to what? 50. And C, find Q when P is equal to 600. Let's get started. So solution, we are going to pick what? Please, let's go together. P
Is directly
P is directly to what?
to Q.
Q. What's the next step? We have to add what? Constant of proportionality. That is P is equal to what? K.
Q.
What's the next step? You have to open bracket and put what? Where
K
is
the constant of proportionality.
is the constant of what?
Proportionality.
Of proportionality. This is very, very important for us. So what is the next thing? We have to take two values to find what? K. And what is the two values? Value of P and the value of what? Q. What is the value of P given here? 30 and what? Q is what? 300. I mean, P is equal to what? P is equal to 30 and Q is equal to what? 300. So we put this value. We have P. What is P? 30. What is K? Unknown. Times 300, right? That goes out by what? 300. 300, right? This cancels this. We have K is equal to 0 cancel 0. 3 here. 1. I mean, 3 here. 1 is 1 over 10. If you want to convert it to this one, you have what? 0.1. Which means the constant of proportionality in this question is what? 0.1 or 1 over 10. You are done. Right? It's after you solve okay, you now go to what? Question 1. A. You get it? A. What is the what? The question. Find the law connecting P and Q. And how can you find the law connecting P and Q? You just substitute the value of K into this formula. That is all. So the law connecting then we have what? P is equal to what is K? 1 over 10 times what is Q? Oh no. Law connecting P and Q. What is P is equal to 1 times Q? Q over 10. This is the law connecting what? P and Q. Do we understand? This is question number 1. You just put the value of K inside the formula. Then what is B? Read please.
Find P when Q is equal to 50.
Eh?
Find B when Q is equal to 50.
Again?
Find B when Q is equal to 50.
So P is unknown. P is supposed to unknown. Our Q is supposed to what? 50. We are going to use this equation again, which is what? P is equal to what? KQ. Which implies that, what is our P? Unknown. P is equal to, what is K? 1 over 10 times, what is our Q? 50. Right? 0 cancel. 1 divided by 1. 1. 1 times 5. 5. Which means the value of P is equal to what? 5. That is question B. Then C, we have to find what? Find what?
Q when P is equal to 600.
Find Q when P is equal to 600. Q is equal to unknown. P is equal to what? 600, right? This is C. What is the formula we're going to use? P
is equal
to K
Q,
right? What is our P? 600. Suppose what is our K? 1 over 10 times what? Q. Right?
Yes.
We have 600 is equal to 1 times Q. Q over 10 over 1. Cross multiply. Cross multiply. If you cross multiply, you now have 1 times Q. Q is equal to 600 times 10. 6,000. Now the value of what? Q is now what? 6,000. Now, I'm going to call one of you to come and solve this question. And the rest of you can also solve. See it work? Given that H is directly proportional to T, okay, Z, if H is equal to 100 and Z is equal to 50, find H when Z is equal to 500. Who can solve? Okay, come. Please solve. Let your writing be bold so that you can see. Okay, that is very good. Please, class, is she correct? Are you sure? What is our answer, please? Is it the same answer? Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is wonderful. Please put your hand together for that. Please, next person to come out. I will take question for you, then you solve. You can come. She's gone. Okay. R is directly proportional to what? T. If R is equal to 1000, T is equal to what? 500. Find the log connecting R and T. Is it hard? Very simple, please. Thank you. Please let your hand right in. What are you looking for? What are you looking for?
First, I want to find K.
Where is your K? I think it's okay. Let me see what you saw. Is she correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. At this point, we are going to move to the next what? Next types of what? Variation is inverse what? Variation. Inverse variation. Okay? Inverse subtopic. Inverse variation. Like I've said before, this one is not like ordinary direct variation. So given that G is inversely proportional to H, if G is equal to 50, H is equal to 1000, find G when H is equal to 300, and find also H when G is equal to 600. See, the question is somehow different. The only difference is what? 1 over given that G is inversely proportional to H, if G is equal to 50 and H is equal to what? 1000, find G when H is equal to 300. That is the first question. And also find H when G is equal to what? 600. It's very, very easy. We have two questions to solve now. You have to find G and also what? H. Like I've said, the first thing you should do in all types of variation is to find constant of proportionality. Now, solution. They say what? G is inversely proportional to what? H. The first thing is to what? To remove this what? Sign of proportionality and invoke what? K. We have G is equal to K over what? H. K times 1 is what? K. K over H, where K is the constant of proportionality. So this equation is very, very important to us. Now, given that G is equal to what? 50, H is equal to 1000. We need two values to find what? K. We already have it already. So we are going to use these two values to find K. What is our G?
50.
Are you hungry? What is our G?
50.
Is equal to K over H. 1000 over 1. Cross multiply. Cross multiply. If you cross multiply, you have K times 1. K is equal to 50 times 1000. 50,000. Which means the constant of proportionality is what? 50,000. Now, we are now moving to the question. Say what? Find. Where is the question?
Find G.
Find G.
When
G is equal to unknown. When what? H is equal to what? 300. That is A, right?
yes.
So we are going to use this formula, which is G is equal to what? K over what? H, right? Which implies that G is equal to K. 50,000 all over what? 300. I mean, 0 cancel, 0 cancel. We now have what? 500 over 3. Assuming I don't have calculator, what do we do? 5 divided by 3, 1. Remainder what? 2. Is it not? Remainder what? 2. I'll put that 2 at the back of this 0. We have what? 20. 20 divided by 3, 6. Remainder what? 2. This one, make it what? 20 again. 20 divided by 3, 6. Remainder what? 2. And I'll put point because I've exhausted all my number. I'll put what? Point. I'll add 0 to this. Make it what? 20 divided by 3, 6. It continues like that. Which means 500 divided by 3 is what? 166.666666 in your calculator. Now we now have G is equal to what? 166.67. This is our cost, our G. Then P, what are we looking for? Find what? H. When what? G is equal to what? 600. So I'm going to use this formula again, which means we have G is equal to what? K over what? H. What is our G? 600 is equal to what is K? 50,000 over what? H over 1 cross multiply. If you cross multiply, you're going to have a 600 H is equal to 50,000. Is it not? So we have 600 H is equal to what? 50,000. 600 H is equal to 50,000. Did I go say by what?
By 600.
Eh?
By 600.
By 600. By 600. This cancel this. We have K is equal to 0 cancel 0. 0 cancel 0. We have what? 500 all over what? 6. 500 over 6. In this case we have divided by what? 3. But now it's not divided by what? 6. And if you look at it, this is even number. This is also what? Even number. Two can go. I mean, 500 divided by 2, 250. Right? 6 divided by 2, 3. In this case, now we cannot continue to divide it the way we solve for this in decimal places. 2 is less than 3. We cannot choose 2. We choose it, the second number to it, which is what? 25. 25 divided by what? 3. We have 8 because 8 times 3 is what? 24. I mean, we have 8 divided by what? 1. We put that 1 at the back of it, make it what? 10. 10 divided by 3. 3. Remember what? Now we have exhausted the number. Point. Remember what? 1. Put 1 to it, make it what? 0 to it, make it what? 10. 10 divided by 3. 3. Remember? Add 0 to it, make it what? 10 again. 10 divided by 3. It will be continued to be what? 3, 3, 3 in your calculator. Which means 500 divided by 6 is what? 83.333333. Then we now have A is equal to what? 83.33. Which means our G is equal to what? What is it? 166.67 and our what? K is what? 83.33. Please solve the next question for me. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Given that N is inversely proportional to T, if N is equal to 360 centimeter and T is equal to 10 degrees centigrade, find N when T is equal to let's say 500. Who can come out and solve it? Someone should come out, or should I call one person? Abdul. You don't need to put the unit. Just use the number. At the end, you put the unit. Please explain. It's okay, it's okay. Because of time. Is he correct?
Yes.
Please put your hand together for him. This is the end of today's class. Please, in our next class, we will move towards partial fraction and what? Joint, partial variation and joint variation. Please, please submit. You have assignment after this class. You come to my office and collect your assignment. Thank you very much.